Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to the very last session in the Savage Summer Road to Tokyo. And before we get into it, a big thank you to everybody liking and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you for supporting the Honesty Box, guys. Again, it's great to be able to keep the on and offline going at the same time, so thank you so much. So this is a very special video today. It's a 2K day, okay? So today we're talking about 2K strategy, okay? And this is broken into two videos. This is the strategy bit, okay? I'm gonna also have a blog on the 2K strategy, and it's in the notes, so you can have it in the comment section. I'm gonna leave it in there so you can look at it. It's a diagram and everything. It's super well written. You know, I do say so myself. Anyway, so yeah, people often ask me, so what should they be doing for the 2K? So in terms of what they should be, the watts they should be producing. So if you've done the previous video, the 4-minute pieces, remember the 4-minute pieces that we did? So for instance, we want you to be about 5 or 10%, 5 or 10% above that, okay? So for instance, if you did the average, so your average was 250 watts on the 4 minutes, I would like you to be about 260, 270 for the 2K. Yeah, it sounds scary, but you're gonna be fine. You're well trained. So that's the kind of give you a guideline, okay? So the way I like to break down a 2K, obviously it's 400 or 500 meter pieces, but I like to break it into more how you should feel as opposed to those kind of binary kind of 500 meters. And I like to think it's the first third relatively okay, second third gets difficult, and the last third is really difficult, okay? So how you should approach it is the first 10 to 15 strokes, you smash it off high and hard. You have this free energy ATP in the muscle that you don't pay back. So smashing off for the first 10, 15 strokes, and then straight away after those 10, 15 strokes, you get into that average watts that we spoke about. Remember the 260, 270? You get into that average watts. And you trying to hold that average watts for the rest of the piece. What happens, because you smashed it off, your average goes quite high, and over time, your average comes down and meets your actual, okay? Does that make sense? So those two lines combine, okay? So they tend to combine in that middle third. And in that middle third, it's where it kind of can get difficult, because what you have this ebb and flow between the average, so you may drop a little bit on the average, but you have this ebb and flow between the actual and the average. You know, the actual per stroke is the actual, and the average is the cumulative average over time. So you may have this ebb and flow between the two. That's the really difficult part. You really need to dig in that part, okay? So that's the kind of where it kind of starts to get difficult, if you like. And then you get into the really difficult last third. So from about 750, 1,750, your power is going to start to wane, and you're going to have to take more strokes. So I like to think from about 1,000 on, you're going up a pip or a half a pip every 250. Okay? So say for instance you're going across 1,000 meters, you go and then you go up from say 32 to 33, from 750 to 500, 33 to 34, 250, or 500 to 250, 25, whatever that is. So you're stepping up, and then the last 250, you really empty out everything that you have. 2K is tough, and you really need to hold firm in that middle bit and have the faith that you can actually make it back in the last bit. You may drop it, but it's amazing what you can make back in that last minute to 30 seconds. So keep hanging in, keep the faith, and really smashing that last little bit that you have, okay? So again guys, I wrote quite a good bit about it in the blog, and there's also a diagram as well. I hope you can understand that, okay? This next bit, so have a look at that. This next bit, what we're going to do is I'm going to do the warm-up in the next video. I'm going to do the warm-up, and then I'm going to do a 10 10-minute piece, okay, at the tempos. I'm going to call out, like if people are going for a 7-minute or 7:30 or 7-8 minutes, we're going to call out how you should be feeling. Is that okay? Again, loads in that blog, check it out, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to be suited up and we're going to start the warm-up and the 2K. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next vid. Good luck.